Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Desolate Dollhouse. Once upon a moonlit night on the serene Isle of Wight, a quaint family cottage stood isolated, surrounded by misty moors. The cottage was now the property of the Place family, who had inherited it from a distant relative they never knew existed. Among the dusty furniture and forgotten relics, they discovered an antique dollhouse of exquisite craftsmanship. Holly Place, a curious teenager with a penchant for mysteries, was instantly drawn to the dollhouse. Its miniature figures resembled her own family members, her parents, younger brother, and even their old cat, Whiskers. The family, amused and intrigued, decided to bring the dollhouse back to life. As they rearranged the tiny figures within the dollhouse, they noticed an uncanny phenomenon. Each time they moved a miniature, the corresponding family member would react in real life, as if tethered to the whims of the dollhouse. Laughter echoed as the miniature family played in the dollhouse's replicated living room, but an uneasy tension hung in the air. Holly, fascinated yet uneasy, decided to experiment. She placed her miniature counterpart in an eerie, dimly lit corner of the dollhouse, and the atmosphere inside the cottage immediately shifted. Shadows seemed to dance with malevolent intent, and the air grew thick with an unexplainable dread. Holly felt the shiver coil up her spine as she witnessed her own miniature self standing eerily still, staring blankly into the darkness. Night after night, the family played unwittingly with the dollhouse, oblivious to the sinister forces they were unleashing. The miniature figures became conduits for an ancient malevolence that had long been imprisoned within the wooden walls. The dollhouse began to cast a spectral influence over the Isle of Wight, enveloping it in an otherworldly darkness. Soon, the family members found themselves trapped in a nightmarish loop, unable to escape the clutches of the dollhouse's supernatural power. Whispers echoed through the corridors of the cottage, carrying ominous warnings of a ghastly fate that awaited those who dared to tamper with the miniature replicas. Desperation gripped Holly as she realized the connection between the dollhouse and the escalating horrors. She delved into dusty family archives, discovering a grim ancestral secret. Centuries ago, a malevolent sorcerer had cursed his own family, binding their souls to a cursed dollhouse as punishment for their sins. The curse had been dormant for generations, waiting for an unsuspecting family to awaken its dark powers. With each passing day, the Isle of Wight sank deeper into an abyss of despair. The family members aged rapidly, mirroring the decaying state of their miniature counterparts. Holly, driven by a desperate determination, sought the guidance of an enigmatic local historian who knew of the curse. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey to break the curse and free the family from the malevolent dollhouse's grip. As they navigated through cryptic rituals and faced terrifying manifestations, the sinister forces within the dollhouse fought back with an increasing ferocity. The climax unfolded in a twisted reality where the boundaries between the dollhouse and the real world blurred. Holly and the historian confronted the malevolent sorcerer's spirit, unraveling the layers of the curse that bound the family to their miniature counterparts. In a final act of bravery, Holly shattered the cursed dollhouse, breaking the ancient spell that had held the Isle of Wight in its thrall. As the shattered remnants of the dollhouse lay scattered, the mist lifted from the moors, and the darkness that had consumed the Isle of Wight retreated. The family found themselves free from the clutches of the curse, the haunting shadows dissolving into the dissipating night. In the aftermath, Holly and her family, forever changed by their harrowing ordeal, vowed to keep the tale of the Desolate Dollhouse a closely guarded secret. The cottage, once a place of dread, stood silent, a testament to the resilience of those who faced unimaginable horrors and emerged stronger on the other side. The Isle of Wight, once shrouded in darkness, now basked in the light of a new dawn, a beacon of hope amid the remnants of a twisted nightmare. In the aftermath of the Desolate Dollhouse ordeal, the Place family struggled to rebuild their lives, haunted by the lingering echoes of the curse. The scars of their supernatural encounter were etched into their memories, a constant reminder of the fragility of reality and the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Holly, marked by her courage and resilience, found solace in documenting their otherworldly journey. She began to write a chronicle, a cautionary tale to warn future generations about the malevolent forces that could be unleashed by meddling with the unknown. The manuscript became a family heirloom, passed down from generation to generation, serving as a grim reminder of the Desolate Dollhouse's dark legacy. The Isle of Wight, too, bore the scars of the curse's influence. Locals whispered of the haunted cottage, cautioning newcomers to steer clear of the abandoned building that had once housed the malevolent dollhouse. The moors, once a serene landscape, carried an eerie aura, and tales of the cursed family echoed in hushed tones among the island's inhabitants. As the years passed, the desolate dollhouse became a fable, a cautionary legend told to children on stormy nights. Yet the memory of the curse lingered, kept alive by the bloodline that had survived the supernatural onslaught. The Place family became the silent guardians of the island's secrets, protecting it from the curious and the unwary. Holly, now an elderly matriarch, lived a life filled with both sorrow and triumph. She watched as her children and grandchildren grew, imparting the tale of the desolate dollhouse with a solemnity that commanded respect. The family cottage, once a haven for terror, stood as a testament to their endurance, the shattered remnants of the cursed dollhouse long since swept away. However, as the years passed, a lingering unease settled over Holly, a feeling that, despite their victory, the malevolent forces they had faced had not been completely vanquished. In the quiet moments of reflection, she wondered if the curse had truly been broken or merely contained, waiting for the right moment to rear its ghastly head once more. One stormy night, as Holly sat by the fireplace, surrounded by the warmth of her family, a peculiar chill danced through the air. A distant howl of wind seemed to carry whispers of a dormant malevolence awakening from its slumber. Holly's gaze lingered on the family portrait that hung on the wall, a portrait that seemed to hold the reflection of the haunted past. The desolate dollhouse's story may have reached its conclusion, but Holly couldn't shake the feeling that the curse's remnants lingered, biding their time. As the flames flickered in the fireplace, casting dancing shadows on the walls, Holly's eyes held a glint of caution, a silent warning to future generations. For the Isle of Wight, the legacy of the desolate dollhouse lived on, a story whispered in the winds, an enigma shrouded in mist, and a reminder that some curses, no matter how vanquished, could still cast long, haunting shadows over the passage of time. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.